Um, yeah, it's been a minute. Today's December 4th. Didn't trade last week. Did pretty bad on 2 Fridays ago, and then just did not trade last week. And plus, having exams, etc., etc. So, yeah, first day back. Switch up my trading. Not really switch up, but learn some. Been learning something called Nadro. Just first day trading it, trying out. So yeah, these are the trades. Took 3 trades. Um, here are let me see it real quick. Said last week basically no trade, busy with school. Broke important balance today. Plan was bid or imbalance down. Plan was to bid this CVA low, or we're gonna imbalance down. It's either we're gonna be auctioning. The market is either gonna be auctioning or initiating. And plan was to bid or initiate down. First trade, no, just zoom this a little bit bigger. Yep. First trade, follow my plan, but need to know better. Compressing inside value. That means acceptance, which is not something I would like to see. I want to see buyers step in here. We did step in here multiple times. If you can see from the screen here, the recording, have buyer here, which we're going to review it later. Buying, seller step in, buy strong selling at low, buyer instantly bid up, tried it again, bid up. So tested multiple times, hence the trade here, but should be doing better. Multiple tests and just get weaker and weaker. And yeah, second trade thesis was reject the value, break the balance, and imbalance down. So reject this. You can see this blue little wave here. That's the value. Excuse me, but reject this. Want to break this, but yeah. Follow my plan and got stop out. Got stop out here, right? Came back up. Completely fine. I did what I was supposed to do. That's all that matters, right? Third trade, strong buying at the high here failed. No continuation high. Seller stepped in, hold below it, and thesis was buyer stepping. Not buyer, value been tested multiple times, and I'm betting for imbalance down, which we did get it. Embrace risk. Need to put on risk in order to trade. Very key for me. So let's watch. Testing a low. Had seller here earlier. Not really much going on yet. 40 to sell, 67 to sell. Nice little trap. If we can bid back up 40, I like it. Some buyer stepping in here. Like it, but no real setup yet. Don't really like how we're staying below the CVA. Something nice was also this 62 to sell. Cut along it there. after bidding back above. That could have been a long here around 39, 38 after selling here, but I didn't want to wait for a higher low. Skip a little bit. There we coming back down to retest it. Seller trying here. 30 something sell, 30 something to sell. Not doing much. Want to see buyer hold this, right? 31 to buy, 32 to buy, 18 to buy. Buyer trying to buy it back up. I like it, but not quite yet. I saw this 79 to sell. Okay, I was like, if buyer can bid back above these 40, I like a long. Trap them. Seller tried there. Buyer stepping in. 22, 22, 21 buy. Okay, buyer stepping in here. I'm gonna try long it and put my stop. New low. During this trade, all I wrote down was I don't know and I don't care what's gonna happen next to the market. Just gonna simply focus on taking my setup and I don't care what's gonna happen next. And this is what I've been trying to do. It's actually having a mindset as an evolved human trader, right? Want to think differently, behave differently than the rest, which is what I'm focusing on my mental framework. Need to embrace risk. We need to risk. Every single trade we put on, we need to risk something, right? If you want to call yourself a trader, you better be like willing to risk to make money, right? So right now we're still bidding above these 37, 36. I'm not worried. As long as we stay above 40, chilling. So the market is really uncertain, right? At this point, I just keep reminding myself, market is uncertain. Too much randomness in the market. Doesn't really matter, in my opinion, where it goes. Because I have no clue. It could just dump all the way, but I have my risk set. So just gonna let it play out. And I have my stop at new low. I feel like at this point, we're breaking low, just invalidate my thesis. And yeah, just gonna skip through it a little bit too long. Just bid 50. And if fail, come back, stop me out, basically. Second trade here. So just gonna explain this. We've been imbalancing low. You can see the value is pushing lower and lower. This is the first time we're testing the value. So really important in my opinion. But the execution was poor in this. Personally, I think the execution was poor. I was like 18, 29, 21, 17 to sell. Saw that seller step in there. You can see that aggressive selling. And then I took a short right there. I feel like this trade could have done better. Wait for to have a better execution, in my opinion. I could have waited for a retest, right? Need to wait for that retest on the DOM. Can't just be shorting like on that push down like that. Should know better, but worth the try. I feel like short could have been here. Broke 55, 45 to sell 39, 50 to buy, 50 to buy, and then seller step in. Around there, 52, 51 could be the short, in my opinion. So first test here had buyer 55, push down, break above 55, a bunch of buying, no continuation, right at the developing value area low. Was worth the shot. Then we broke above the 55, bunch of more buying coming in, right? Bunch of more buying, 25, 30, 48, 24. Cross to take almost like 280 lot, 200 lot, somewhere around there, right? 150, 180 lot, but no continuation. And look at the sell side. So you see all these buying coming in, strong buying above 55 earlier. Now we're broke above 55, bunch of buying at 57, 58. And look at the selling. 6, 9, 7, 13, 18, 25. Compared to the buying, that's nothing. And we're pushing back down. That means that buyer is not willing to buy higher. And sellers is stepping in once they get trapped. Right? So let's say it. These is still working, right? So not worried. So was not worried at all. Pretty confident in this setup. If we do, thesis was a break of this level I had, right? I had a plan, executed according to my plan. That's my job. That's all I could do. That's all I could do. Whatever the market do next, I have no control over of, right? So it's gonna let it work. If it doesn't, then who cares? It's fine, right? But I'm gonna skip a little bit. This trade, I did hold. I've did what I was supposed to do. Trade according my plan, and I'm pretty sure seller push it down. We had data at 10 as well. Seller trying here. Let's see more continuation. Right. This thing pushed all the way back to my entry. I was not worried. At this time, when it pushed all the way back up, I'm like, plan is still working for me, right? Plan is still working out for me. That has not proven me wrong yet. I moved my stop down in a minute, but it plan is still working. That's not proven me wrong yet. I just don't like all these buy. I like the in the beginning all these buying are failing when pushing lower, possibly trapping them. But I just don't like the selling here at the low and then we fail. Instantly reclaim those level. You can see 50 something to buy. And then yeah. I was like, okay, if we fail to break new low in my level, probably gonna be like buyer stepping in, which we did. And this thing just come and stop me out. There's no point of watching it. Yeah. come and stop me out. The last trade here, which is the winner for today. I see all these buying up here at the high. No continuation, instant rejection. But obviously I'm not going to be shorting this yet. No real setup to short. And I'm pretty sure I saw selling stepping in here. In a moment, yep. Strong selling stepping on the gold bar. Look at these sellings. I was like, okay, let me play that gold bar there. I was like, right now I'm not looking to short because we bounce off so many times. Seller step in there. Okay. Can seller sustain this move? Can seller hold below it? Which we end up did. And yeah. So like, okay. Seller stepping in with momentum. I like it. But show me a little bit more. Let's see what happened here. Right. I didn't try to catch the top or the bottom. Just trying to trade something that I understand. Seller stepping in here again. Like it. We tested this CVS so many times already. Buyer stepping in here on these 41, 42, and if we fail below 40s, could be a short. Some buying. But seller step it down, and then 50 to buy here at 53 to buy here at 39. Instantly underwater. This 50 I saw this 50 buyer underwater. Like, I'm shorting this. Could have waited for a retest. Right? Give me a nice little retest. Right, 41, 39, 32 to buy. Look, every time we buy, can't push higher. If we can't push higher, where does it go? Lower, right? Doesn't look like balancing so far. Really key level to hold for Nasdaq. And I just let this trade work. Yeah, first scale, my first two here. I saw that big buying 128 for 400 something to buy. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a little bit worried about this. I moved my stop down, which is kind of wrong here. Shouldn't be doing that. Should know better. But yeah, move my stop down. Even though this is an A plus setup, higher time frame are all pointing downwards. Now we're breaking this important level. Yeah, plan is working out for me. No point of moving my stop down. This thing could have easily ripped, come here, stop me, and then go lower. And I move my stop back up. Appropriate stop, right? And yeah. Trade my plan here. Thing keep pushing lower. Not worried. I got my next one. I saw this 325 lots here, so I'm like, okay. Probably gonna go potentially test that liquidity, which we end up did, right? 350 to sell here, you can see. Yeah, I'm still holding the two. Took another one off, I think 60 point, 50 something point, 60 point. 100 something to sell. I'm like, okay, possibly take one off, and took one off here. Last one at the quarterly value, so I was like, potentially bounce, and I just took off the last one here. Also at the second dev, and I took it off. Yeah, those were the trades. So, like the performance today, just focusing on my prioritizing my mental framework, just making sure that I constantly keep myself in mind to embrace risk, to trade my setup, constantly remind myself nothing is certain in the market. The market is full of randomness. Anything can happen at any time, any moment. And yeah, just keeping the bigger picture in mind. Context is king.